Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend. Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
Got something on your mind? You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing? I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha. Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was. No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall. I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring. Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand. Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Anyway, finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you? What? Are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1,000,000,000 to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Nawabagon, Ichage Borang Turang, Nada Chawa Ishun Pum, Nova Munira. Chiwi Aita Katon Chicha, Agi Iko Tune, Chuna Murira, Tony Wama Jikuna, Don't eat pa no to neck above, Don't eat Wama Aki Iko Tune, Don't Wama Aki Iko Tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek, chiwi aita ka tong chicha, ki nulira kun kin. Kiska do soki, topa pono nakachi, labora na winki smaktoma, uyami plusku chita nai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan. Kakincha na wabakaon. Pichage borang turang, nada chawa ishun pun. Nova munira dilai kuka, kan ibo ha tong chitsa. Chesko do hama kama no pi do ula. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna murira. Tong hit wama jikona. Tong hit wama aki uko tune. Tong hit wama ji aki uko tune. Tong pa do kun, no nek. Topa na oto bokasa, tampa ki nulira kun kin. Changwa. Chua Penki, Yun Patisa, Ichuba Jikut, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Bota, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Yota, Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Chupornibo, Kun Mulira Snimo Poiwanga, Tong Hitwama Ji, Human Akung Unkatune, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Agi Unkotune, Chuna Mulira, Tong Hitwama Ji Kuna, Tong Ipa non tu nek abon, Tong Chiwa Aita Kan Kicha na Chupornibo, Kun Mulira Snimo Poiwanga, Tong Hitwama Ji, Human Akung, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Yota, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Yota, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Yota, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Yota, Discadosoki, Kopa Bono Nakachu, Labora na Winki Smaktoma, Uyami Jusku Chitanai, Uchua Penki, Kopa na Oto Bokasa, Yubabato Kanchi, Yatuka Ulan, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, Tong Padokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Ki Mulira Kunkin, Kimba no Kumnik Yota, Chiwi Aita Ka Tong Chicha, Agi Unkotune, Chuna Mulira, Tong Hitwama Jikun, Tong Hitwama Aki Unkotune, Potong Hitwama Ji Aki Unkotu, ต้องปานกคุณนอนแนกชีวิตไอตากาจองจิจากีชีวิตไอตากาจองจิจาอาลีอุโกตุเนคุนาโมริราทั้งอีกว่ามันจิโกนาต้องกีปานกชีวะแอบไอตาคังกีจานาคิวปอร์นิโบkun muriras mimo polwan diska dosoki kopa pono nakachu labora na winki snaktoma kuyami kyusku chitanai tong hitwama aki inkotune potong hitwama ji aki inkotu tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong chicha ki murira kunkin kimba mokon nik yota Diska dosoki, kopa pono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami kyusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabak chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chuna mori ra, tani mama chikuna, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong chicha ki murira kunkin diska dosoki kopa pono nakachu labora na winki snaktoma kuyami kyusku chitanai uchua penki topa na oto bokasa yubabato kamchi yatuka ulan tong hitwama aki inko tune potong hitwama ji aki inko tu tong panokun nonek chiwi aita ka chong chicha ki diska dosoki kopa pono nakachu labora na winki snaktoma kuyami kyusku chitanai uchua penki topa na oto bokasa yubabato tong hitwama aki inko tune potong hitwama ji aki inko tu tong panokun nonek chiwi aita Diska dosoki, kopa pono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami kyusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kamchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki murira kunkin, Kimba no konik yota, diska dosoki, kopa pono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami kyusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kamchi, yatuka ulan, tong hitwama aki inko tune, potong hitwama ji aki inko tu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka Diska dosoki, kopa pono nakachu, labora na winki snaktoma, kuyami kyusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kamchi, yatuka ulan.
What can I do? I'm here. Huh? What?
I was told that you're a friend of Jolie Bindo, and that Jolie has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent. My name is Alora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolie are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help. Please, I beg you to bring Jolie to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it. Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left caching?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow. I suppose your Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious. When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Jolie, what are you doing here?
The Lord sent me, Sully. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Could I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure. I guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offerers. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? Very well. I Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes. I want to stop Malik as much as anyone, but I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group, with a lightsaber and Force powers. Yes?
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too. Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. The Sith woman, Elasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. What do you want to know? There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Bazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Chiki kun selkat. Shona mulira tong glupor kimba no kun nek lorcha. Glupor tong hit wanaji selkat agi inko tune glupor mulira shuna mulira tong glupor kipa no kun nek sit abog. Glupor yon tong chiwi ita. Bola un chikne mulira glupor. Kon muli slimo pui wanga kun biskin. Glupor kimba nikcha lora kun. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abang sunsham u glupor ninong. Glupor tong hit wamaji selkat ag inko tune. Tong kimba no kun nikset abog. Glupor picha ge borang turang. Glupor wangki yuma batmalyaw no wish. Glupor no una pangpa mulira kongking. Kun mulira slimo poi wanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abog sintshan glupor ninong kili. Glupor chiwa aita kan kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo mulira glupo ni umsit. Glupor siya. Glupor pampa ki mulira kun king. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Glupor bagra shak kanti cha yuman. Tangi zelkat wama jiko na. Glupor ag inkotune. Glupor no molira chuna mulira. Tongpa no kun no nek. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank kanti machid Glupor nada chawa yishun kun.
Yes?
On it. Damn!
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunri, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
You're the one defending the Sith. He can't. Yeah. What do you? Hello? It doesn't. Well.
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunri murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunri and Elasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Jawa Wisium Kun, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha. The Huba Botenia do Gigi Piti, just Cronky to Patslimo, Gino Molirani Bubo, Tonkin Ba.
Hey, Tiber, how's it going?
Chiwaka Aita Kan Kicha na Jupornibo, Kun Mulira Slimo.
Ah, glad to hear it. Hey, this stuff's all for the Republic embassies, so can you just bill it to them?
Kakincha Nawabagaon, Magwa. Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chunamuri Ra, Tong Hitwama Agi Inko Tune, or Tong Hitwama Ji Aki Inko Tune. Tong Padokun, Nonek. Tong Hitwama Aki Inko Tune, or Tong Hit. Chiwi Aita Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha.
I'm here.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Yes?
I'm here.
And you need?
I'm here.
Yes?
Yes?
I'm here. I'm here. Hmm? I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunra's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit. Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time. The man I knew could never have done this crime, however.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this. I hear you've been appointed... Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must find Sunry innocent. This is all a plot to discredit the...
It's possible.
Find...
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the...
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose... Go ahead, ask. A Rodian? I didn't know there were any Rodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tybark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. How would they know? You should... Go ahead. So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. I found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it. The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do? You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye. If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place Kolto sanctions on the Republic embassy. Without Kolto, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines? No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of Kolto in danger. No, I won't. Look, I may have done something stupid, and it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, The Republic will likely lose its Kolto export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jory. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
This is the will of the court, but it doesn't feel like justice to me.
Oh, Sunny, no!
Got something on your mind? You did what was necessary. Sunry was guilty. Sad as that fact makes me. Justice had to be done. Doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know, once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk kiba nukunek. Tong abuk sha nak nong.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulak. Tong ki pa nak nonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Wuf mala ni bokurk.
My mother's condition?
Ti un pa do punta krita. Ak ti konto una chaba chisa wanki. Ti toki grantu kon chi chan kun green kanchan tu pro. Bok wala no bok cha. Nichi konchuva kin lorta ikakun.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Chika don mulaka. Wata yumaka wama hona nek. Ashanti tun unumani patoka. Wana kuna best chinga pala multonki.
Thank you for informing me. I really must be going now. It seems my mother's been looking for me. Strange. Should we get the opportunity, could we look for her on Tatooine? It's important enough that my mother was attempting to seek me out. Perhaps it has something to do with my father. Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she's really sick, well, we shall see.
Lucu apa ini? Tony Mama Ji. Baba.
How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. Should we have the opportunity, I would like to find her on Tatooine. There's only one small colony there. It should not be difficult. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
Ucua penki, tangi tuamaji, human acting ikatune, chi ita kanki, chana kilikon, chiwa aita kanki. Tong hi tuama aki ukotune, otong hi tuama ji aki ukotu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka tong, chiwa aita kanki chana, jupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga ta chiwa aita kan kichana jupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga tangi tuamaji chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna muli ra tangi chiwa aita kan kichana jupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga tangi tuamaji human acting ikatune. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubapato kanchi, yatuka ulan. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na Tong hi tuama aki ukotune, otong hi tuama ji aki ukotu, tong panokun, nonek. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubapat tong hi tuama aki ukotune, otong hi tuama ji aki ukotu, tong panokun, nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna muli ra tangi wama jiko na. Chiwa aita kan kicha na jupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga tangi wama ji human acting. Diska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki, tong hi tuama aki ukotune, otong hi tuama ji aki ukotu, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi ukotune, chuna muli ra, tong hi tuama jiko na. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, chiwa aita kan kichana, jupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poi wanga, tangi tuamaji, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko tune, chuna muli ra, tangi tuamaji kon. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna muli ra tangi chiwa aita kan kichana jupornibo. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna muli ra ki muli. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi uko tune chuna muli ra. Tong hi tuama aki uko tune. Tong hi tuama ji aki uko tu. Ki muli. Chiwi aita ka
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? That's not much information. Could you tell me more? You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know. As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Please, will you help me? I
have nothing. Nothing left. Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. $700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Naboda ani winkisma toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rames. Kuya mi just kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikokabi.
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Naboda ani winkisma toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rames. Kuya mi just kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Mundi hadonga chikokabi.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka uluan kinkuna ba murira rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Let's make this quick.
Yes? Huh?
Ben? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where's Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastille. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
How can I help? About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing. I have my doubts as to whether she's actually sick. Mother used to lie about many things to get her way. She's a selfish woman who pushed my father into doing what she wished. Yes, I thought I'd let go of that anger. All my training and it comes back so quickly. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's keep going.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Zerka Corporation does not want the complications or expense that come with people wandering the dunes. It's too dangerous. Running this installation is difficult enough without fools wandering around getting themselves killed by sand people. You know, I agree with you, but Zerka Corporation just doesn't want the headache. Besides, I couldn't let you pass if I wanted to. The gate lock needs to be swiped with your authorization. Sorry. Only one place, and it means dangerous work. Go to the Zerka office for a hunting license. They sell them for Father's Lodge. The Zerka Corporation office is in the center of Anchorhead. The protocol officer will sell you one. She might offer you other work, too. Fazaz is north of the Zerka office. You'll need a hunting license to deal with him. He'll just send you to the Zerka office to get one. See the Zerka office for authorization.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
Gee, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. Warehouse workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation. Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all. Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true. Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Authorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master? Answer. There have been numerous repairs and tampering made to my system, Master. Several systems are not operating as they should be. The fact that my memory is incomplete may be due to meatbag incompetence, or something else I am unaware of. Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however. Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so. Conjecture. There may be hidden programming that awaits certain conditions to reactivate my memory core, Master, but there is no way to know. It is quite possible that tampering has simply erased my core permanently. If that is so, a meatbag will surely pay. Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude. Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels. Now close the last panel. I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere. As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off. Translation. 98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People, Master. Doubtless he wishes assistance. Translation. 2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
So these Jawas are scavengers who were enslaved by the Sand People. I think I am beginning to understand his plight.
Laboda ni winkis matoma, wana kumbes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes, uba batu koji, tong nongbong shang nungjang, tong patok smakdelia. Kuyabi just kuna jiktanai, ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona, undi hadonga chihonkabi, laboda ni winkis matoma, wana kumbes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
Laboda ni winkis matoma, wana kumbes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jiktanai, ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona, undi hadonga chihonkabi, laboda ni winkis matoma, wana kumbes jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jiktanai, ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona, undi hadonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuhat tahonga chakanki dora, kachi kuita hodonga. Topada bungwal yagando do nano chuchu. Musha patompa, bola wana chikne. Bamuli slemo boda wanga kunbes mulira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jiktanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jiktanai. Ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. La boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok Ching Bang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Just Kuna Jitanai. Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun. Slimo Patona. Mundi Hadonga Chikon Kabi. La Boda Ni Winky Smack Toma. Wanakun Bes Ching Pama Rulira. Tok Ching Bang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Just Kuna Jitanai. Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun. Slimo Patona. Mundi Hadonga Chikon Kabi. La Boda Ni Winky Smack Toma. Wanakun Bes Ching Pama Rulira. Tok Ching Bang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Just Kuna Jitanai. Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun. Slimo Patona. Mundi Hadonga Chikon Kabi. La Boda Ni Winky Smack Toma. Wanakun Bes Ching Pama Rulira. Tok Ching Bang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Just Kuna Jitanai. Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun. Slimo Patona. Mundi Hadonga Chikon Kabi. Kuyabi Just Kuna Jitanai. Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun. Slimo Patona. Mundi Hadonga Chikon Kabi. La Boda Ni Winky Smack Toma. Wanakun Bes Ching Pama Rulira. Tok Ching Bang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes.